everyone, welcome to your next lesson. So you've been studying genres of storytelling, and we're going to focus on a specific genre right now in this lesson, and that is called science fiction. So let's look at the important themes that come up again and again in science fiction narratives. So we have 4 that we're going to study today. The future, outer space, time travel, and special talents. So these are common themes that we see again and again in science fiction type narratives. So let's start with the first one, the future. So the future, often themes in science fiction stories have to do with what will tomorrow be like? Answer that question. What is tomorrow going to be like? What is the world going to be like in 10 years, 50 years, 100 years, 1,000 years? Well, the theme of the future looks at those questions and makes us think about them. So what are some common examples of this theme? Well, we can think of technology. What will technology be like in the future? We can also think about artificial intelligence, robots, creating life that's not natural. That's a common theme. And, of course, the future, right? Now, the next theme we're going to explore is called outer space. Stories that involve the theme of outer space. Well, we travel beyond the Earth and we explore. And exploring is a big idea, right? Something new. Exploration. Maybe to different planets, right? New planets to discover. Maybe on those new planets is alien life. And the next theme we're going to talk about is called time travel. Stories that explore the idea of traveling through the past, the present, and the future. There are a lot of popular time travel movies, time travel stories that have been around for many, many, many years. And they often deal with this question: what if you could change the future? What if you could change something that happened by going back in time, or maybe going forward in time, or changing something that you wish you could have changed before? Time travel is a really cool idea. And what are the consequences of traveling through time? The past, the present, and the future. And the last theme we're going to tackle is special talents. Stories that explore the idea of human beings who have special powers. Think of all the superhero movies that are very popular right now. Batman, Spider-Man, Superman. These are all ideas of a human who takes on powers that are unnatural or unrealistic. And that's where you see special talents come into play. Often these stories are adventure stories. And they contain a lot of action as well. So the question now is why? Why is science fiction so popular? This is one of the most popular genres of storytelling ever created. Why is it so popular? Well, the easy answer is that it allows us to explore ourselves. Even though the themes are very external, the future, a very abstract idea, outer space, something that most people will never travel to, special talents, something that's very unrealistic and you would not see in real life, and of course time travel as well, which is impossible right now. All of these stories are important because they're creative and imaginary, and the conflicts that these stories portray are often metaphors for conflicts that human beings have in regular life, in real life. So when we ask ourselves, why is science fiction popular? Well, they use metaphors. And that's really important. Sometimes when we read a science fiction story, it might be about a fantastic setting, like outer space, but the ideas might be love, tragedy, comedy, things that happen to people every day, but we put them in a new setting with new ideas, new characters. It makes it more exciting, and we can pass along our themes in a much more entertaining way. And when we think of science fiction, all of these ideas are very abstract. Some of them are hard to understand at first. So we use stories and metaphors to make them easier for us to understand, because then we can connect them to our personal lives and things that have happened to us before. So that's basically the main themes that come from science fiction genre storytelling. And it's important that you think about science fiction books or movies or any kind of text that you've seen before and sort of think to yourself, how can I relate this to my personal life? Even though I'll never travel to outer space, the theme of the story seems to be something like exploration or discovery, which is a common human idea. So good luck on your next lesson and keep on chugging away.